What's going on, guys? Apathettic here, and today I'm gonna be bringing you guys some sweet Destiny 2 beta news. So now, just first starting with what we know about Destiny 2 and what Bungie's kind of talked about in previous weekly updates about E3 is that you guys are gonna be able to play the new Arcstrider Hunter subclass for the first time on either PS4 Pro or PC, and we might be able to actually record. Now, I've heard in Reddit and certain places that they might actually be able to record PC gameplay at the event, so we'll see if that's really true. But if we can, that is going to be amazing because we're able to finally see what Destiny 2 on the PC actually looks like and how much better it actually is or isn't than the PS4 Pro. Because after the gameplay premiere event, a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of big streamers, YouTubers were ranting and raving about how good Destiny 2 looked on PC at 60 frames, but this is going to be our chance for people who weren't at the event, like myself, to see how crispy is this gameplay exactly, and maybe hopefully even get some PC specs out of this event at E3, which would be awesome. Now, a good place if you're looking to keep up with all the Destiny 2 action that's going on at E3 is in the Bungie weekly update this week. Deej suggested we follow at Cosmo23, as he's gonna be the one kind of on the floor capturing all the special moments as people play Destiny 2 for the first time, or I'm sure as there's different announcements, and everything he shares is gonna be hashtag D2E3. So even if you want to follow him, if you're looking to kind of find a catch-all for all the Destiny 2 news that's going to be dropping during the event, hashtag D2E3 on Twitter might be one of your best options. Now, for Destiny 2 beta, up to this point, we had no official information about when the beta would begin. Anytime Bungie or Activision spoke about the beta, they always said available sometime this summer, kind of just dragged us along. I was really hoping we were getting it after the gameplay premiere, but they didn't give it to us then. But now we actually have official word from Activision in the form of a blog that they run, talking about how they're going to be at E3, all different games they're going to be showing, and kind of what they're going to be showing with those games. In their blog, when it got to the Destiny 2 portion at the very end, they stated to look for announcements about the Destiny 2 open beta at E3. So with that, that's our first official word from Activision, that the date of the beta will actually be announced sometime during E3. So with that, obviously there's the possibility of exclusivity when it comes to consoles. So since PlayStation does have the exclusives with Destiny 2, it's possible that the beta may start earlier for those playing on PlayStation. Is that confirmed? Absolutely not, but PlayStation is kind of notorious, especially with their exclusives, for doing these kind of things. But as far as when the beta might be, there have been discussions about the numbers of the currency during the Destiny 2 gameplay premiere event, saying that might have been hinting at when the beta actually might be. So, as you can see, the glimmer in this image shows 17,17,7, which could indicate July 17th, with the other currency being 98, or September 8th for the launch of the actual game. So I think there's something going on there with that, and Bungie is notorious for little hints or Easter eggs like this one. Not to mention, from what I was able to find, that Destiny 1 beta also started July 17th. So that would be that would make those dates match perfectly, and it would make sense as well because now it's after 4th of July. Hopefully some more people are coming back in town. Not everybody's gonna be out of town for 4th of July, things like that. So I don't think it'd be any earlier than that. So this date makes a lot of sense. But ultimately, all this is just my speculation and kind of speculation amongst the forums I've been on, such as Reddit, and an official date has not obviously been announced, but I think this is all pretty suggestive that the beta will be on or near the mentioned date of July 17th. So I would say keep your eyes out for that. Again, I think it's very suggestive that it might be on that date. Lastly, to wrap up the Bungie news, is that Bungie will be at PAX West 2017, and for the first time I believe will have their very own theater where they'll be talking about Destiny 2 in the final days before it actually releases. So if you're one of those people who wants to go to a Bungie event, maybe get some cool swag or an emblem or things like that, this is going to be your chance to do it without having, take away time from actually playing Destiny 2 after it launches. I also believe this event takes place in Seattle or somewhere in Washington, which during that time of the year is just so beautiful. I was, had a chance to be in Seattle around that time last year, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So if you're looking to kind of do a little mini trip, head out to PAX West. Definitely a beautiful area. That's all I got for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video talking about Destiny news, Destiny 2 rather. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.